I forgot to unmute immediately. Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and today we're playing Genshin Impact. Not really much to say about that, I guess. But yeah, we're playing some Genshin today. Last time I was live, we were working on we ended up doing a bit of the Tribal Chronicles right at the end. Today we're going to continue that and maybe finish it, depending on how long it takes. I don't really know if we're going to be able. But yeah, that's the whole plan. Um, sorry, I'm just kind of getting rid of notification stuff on my phone. Okay, we're good. All good. We're fine. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that since my computer's rebirth, the background did change. It's a little bit blurry, but eventually I'll have my dad help me out with that. And making it not so blurry. And it'll be fine. Everything will be great. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Alright. Oh, my brain froze. Okay, that one. Chronicle right there, so let's get to work. Yeah, today's just gonna be normal reputation stuff. Okay, Streamlabs is taking it. Okay. Guess we're supposed to go over here. Oh, I see it. There's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna see what's down here real fast. I had to switch my team because I was building Sethos.
Hey, watch this.
Oh.
Shower me with praise.
I did not realize that. That's my fault. I just gotta prevent you from moving, and we're fine. Easy peasy. Okay, now let's do the Tribal Chronicle stuff. Assuming I can get up.
there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpha send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice, for all sorts of reasons.
Okay, so the rock that I found earlier was one of those blockages.
Feel free to ask the staff for more details.
Okay. So we pretty much started what we needed to do before starting the quest by complete accident.
I thought I was done for. Oh, this spout should be good now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 1 out of 4. Let's do this one next. Solid phlogiston. Okay. There we go. I figured it out. Alright, where's the last one? Up here?
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb, but carrying explosives up that steep slope would be a recipe for disaster. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout, and problem solved.
Alright,
What do you think?
Simple enough.
Simple enough, right?
I think I can handle that.
Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how
That
they
is
got it up so
incredibly
high.
high.
I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. Getting the trial arena back in order is more important. I'll head over and set up now. Let me know when you're ready.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we got this. Okay, how are we gonna... Okay, that's not working. How do we...
All
Oh.
right, get ready.
Is it right on top of the... No. Mistimed it. Alright. Let's get our phlogiston back. Try that again.
All right, get ready.
E.
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked. Let's head back up.
There we go. Alright, time to head back.
Wow, you took care of everything in no time at all. Incredible work.
I struggled a little,
Now
but
we
thanks.
just have to wait until the gaseous phlogiston is fully replenished. Then we can kick off the retrials.
Actually, Inkamek, I'd like to do a test flight first, just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Ooh.
Could you arrange that for me?
Huh? But you only just finished getting the arena ready. There could still be other hazards we're unaware of.
I'm guessing
All the
that's
more reason to
Chaska's
have me
point.
test it out. Think of it as another inspection.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills, you won't be in any serious danger, even if there are hazards we overlooked.
The conditions in this area seem a little unstable, but a test flight is the only way to catch any lingering issues.
Oh, that's why I keep
All
going
right, I'll get things set up for you. Just let me know when you're ready.
I was wondering what that was.
Are you ready? This should be a piece of cake for Chaska. But still, try to be careful.
I'm sure she'll
All
be
right,
fine.
Then spread your wings and fly.
Yeah, 420. Alright. Eh. 9, 10. Alright, we're doing oddly well. And done. That really wasn't all that bad.
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eyes off you.
So any further issues with the venue?
No, nothing major. Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Nice.
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right? Please, come quick. You've got to help us.
Catch your breath first. What's the situation?
We got attacked by a Kukasaur.
You look like you're
My
from
friends are still
Fontaine.
stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting. Please, I'm begging you, save them.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people unprovoked?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions to every rule. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Okay, it's not that far away.
Ouch!
I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Oh, she's already here.
Chaska? Traveler? This is a surprise.
Elder Alba? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah, thank goodness. The phlogiston wings are intact.
Phlogiston wings?
Phlogiston wings.
Yeah. That's what
Thank
I'm
you
wondering.
so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are our most prized goods. If anything happened to them, it would ruin us.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me about you.
Yeah, that's us. So I take it you're Elder Ulpa?
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey, not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can talk business after you've recovered.
But Elder Alba, what about the Kukasaur attack?
Eh, we can worry about that later.
Our guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. Perhaps that Kukasaur was just having a bad day. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going?
Everything's on track.
Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
I am too.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukasaur attack for now. We have some serious business to discuss.
My point of interest is how did they get their hands on phlogiston?
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we better get going. Huh? Chaska?
What are you looking at? That's a Kukasaur feather.
Bloodstained feather.
Oh, well, that was extremely easy.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out.
See, Masters of the Night one I'll be able to complete in 5.3. This is Chaska's story quest. That's something I haven't quite finished yet. Let's head back here. Do a quick reputation check. Okay. And really quickly, let's work on the reputation here. Because I am extremely close to level 4, so I might as well just finish it off. Or get as close to finishing it off as I can. Supply notice. Okay, so Embercore flowers. I think some can be found up here. have found Embercore flowers before, just kind of walking around. So I'm sure if I look in the right spots, I'll be able to find another one. Oh, that's just a sweet flower. Embercore, Embercore, Embercore. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I can just go up here and find one easily. Because I think there's like a cluster of like 3 or 4 up here. I go here and then a little bit south. Yeah, see? There's one right there. While I'm out here, let's switch my team back. So it's normally Xiao,
Just what will we come
Trowler,
across this time?
Kazuha,
Want me to come along?
and Bennett.
Gonna be epic.
There we go. That's better. And there we go. And then I'll do the bounties later. Just so I know, how close will I get? So 240, 120 times 3, that's 360. Ooh, I'll just be a little bit off. Okay. That's fine. So that means we'll be able to get to level 4 next week. And there's Droska.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time. Although, can't say the same for the Cuckoosaurs. Bit of a low turnout, huh?
Seems so.
Yeah. You'll see why soon enough.
All right.
Or were some of
get
them unable
ready.
to be called,
3,
or...
2, 1, fly!
Whoa!
Ah, the phlogiston wings.
I feel light as a feather. I'm flying without a Kukasaur.
Also, they're basically jetpacks.
Awesome.
What's going on? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly all on their own?
What happened while we were gone?
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings. It's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous phlogiston.
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe, Well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, it would revolutionize our mobility and responsiveness in times of crisis.
Yeah, but that would also
Just think of
render
the countless
Saurians
tragedies
obsolete.
that could be averted.
I feel like I'm dreaming. Did I really just fly on my own without the help of a Kukasaur?
You'd better believe it. Plus, you just passed a flying trial. Right, Elder Alba?
Elder Alpa?
Some tells me she doesn't
Should
approve.
this really count as a pass? If we did the trial using phlogiston wings?
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't specifically say you have to ride a Kukasaur, does it?
I mean, yeah, that's just...
Maybe, but I mean, even Chaska had to ride a Kukasaur in a trial, right? And the whole point of the trial is to test both your flying technique and your ability to work with a Saurian companion.
Well,
that is
if we
right.
can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder anymore.
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
It's an unknown quantity. You should use it with caution.
Right? That's what I think too.
I agree that they have strategic value, but I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
Oh, why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't count?
I don't have any experience using these wings in battle, nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing systems in our tribe. Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
You all raise valid points. But Chaska, while your proposal sounds perfectly reasonable, it would probably take years to put it into practice. We lost so many people in that war. These phlogiston wings could be exactly what we need to strengthen our forces and boost morale in this trying time. And as for real-world battle experience, there will be plenty of opportunities to gain that. I have high hopes for you, Junan.
Huh? Hey, stop staring into space! Say thank you!
Thank you. Thank you, Elder Alpha. You have nothing to thank me for. Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
Oh, Elder Alpha! Bad news! Kukasaurs are attacking the merchants again!
Oh boy.
Again?
Again?
Okay, everyone, stay put while I...
Huh? Chaska?
Let's try to catch up with her.
Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpha and the others too? Anyway, let's
Okay.
see what this is all about.
I really like using the Kukasaurs. The flight is so smooth. I'm hoping it'll be this smooth once we get Mob Wika.
Oh, it's back! It found us again! Run! Get out of here!
Curses. She's really riled up this time.
What did you guys do?
Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings! Get back here and let's fight!
That's not.
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing!
the Googosaur stopped. It's a
What's
lot
going on?
calmer.
Why isn't she doing anything?
So it really is you. Sister.
Oh shoot.
Wait, sister? That Kukusaur is Chaska's sister?
Remember that she was raised by Kukusaur's Paimon, so it's probably like adopted sister. Up and away it goes.
Koya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her? Chaska, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry.
You're not gonna keep following her?
No point. She's an expert at hiding her tracks. Once she's shaken you off, you'll never catch up to her. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids.
When you were kids?
Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukusaurs.
Fair.
Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Koya, and she's my big sister. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever. Until the day I was sent back to live with the humans. Not all Kukusaurs are friendly towards people. Koya, for instance, she's fine with me because we grew up around each other, but she's not fond of other humans.
So
The man
that explains
decided to
why
send me
she
away.
attacked the
Koya strongly
merchants.
protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Okay.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
Fair assumption.
It's a possibility, but in any case, we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Koya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about. He said you seemed to prefer hanging out with Saurians to your own kind back then.
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi. I started getting curious about these humans. I made an effort to understand their behavior. The more time I spent with them, the less I spent with Koya. And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. She sought me out and asked if I was willing to leave the tribe and go live in the wilderness with her.
And
As
of
far as
course,
I can
Chaska
remember,
said no.
that was the first time she ever approached a human settlement on purpose.
So, how did you answer her?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes.
Fair point. In other words, he turned her down?
No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity. But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She took my hesitation as an answer. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, until today. Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue.
And it started
I
raining.
didn't go looking for her.
But after today's events,
If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else. Even if she doesn't want to see me. For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe. And see what Mutota and Elder Alba have in mind.
alright. That's a good thing to do for now. time being. I'm just gonna walk around like this. That's funny. Let's get our phlogiston back. Hi. Well, that helped a little bit. Probably should have used the wind tunnel, but too late. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Streamlabs did not like the fact that it was a Kukasaur for that long.
So,
Oh well.
I hear there's been another Kukasaur attack.
There has indeed.
Ah, I knew it. They're wild animals, and they can't be trusted.
Hey, show a little respect. The Kukasaurs are our partners.
Yeah.
Maybe in the flying squad, but they don't give a hoot about the rest of us.
Well, now that we have the phlogiston wings, do we even need the Kukasaurs anymore? Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them? I didn't mean it like that.
That's kind of how he made it
Protect
sound.
our tribe? Or are you just scared that your precious flying squad will lose its prestigious position?
You take that back!
Okay, now you're just being rude.
Things are changing so quickly.
Tasca, there's a conflict emerging there. Aren't you going to nip it in the bud?
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real source of conflict here is the phlogiston wings. And what happened with Koya.
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans are no more common than those between people.
But now that the phlogiston wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Pyro Archon. Chaska, to prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task you with restoring peace to the tribe.
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Natlan, and the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of you. But
Say no more. I'm in. Jessica's my friend, so I take no issues with this.
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's
Well,
put
I'm
us on
all
a back
for
foot.
innovation. If it's
To
causing
tell the
people
truth,
to
it makes me a little suspicious.
start fighting left and right,
I
then
think someone might
it's
have
not worth it for
orchestrated
me.
all this?
It's possible. Leave it with me. I'll look into it. Also, Tasca, did you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging around? We don't want to give our hand away.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attacks. If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with.
But will she even talk to us?
Unlikely. Given how she reacted when I showed up, I don't think she's forgiven me. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. Let's go see my mom.
Good start. Visit Chaska's mom. My mom is over there. Alright. Let's see if we can get all the way there without using a phlogiston. Well, more phlogiston than we've used already. We're actually making really good distance. That's a little over there, though. We'll get relatively close, I'm sure. Alright. Switch to that. See if I can just sneak past. Okay. Okay, we're good. For a little bit, I thought we would enter combat. Alright, it's just over there.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Guess so.
When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair.
That sounds
Or
like fun.
sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Oh gosh.
Stop! You're gonna give Paimon a heart attack!
Really? I just thought it made a fun story.
I liked it.
Then I'll share more with you when there's time.
Yay.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand.
I'm guessing that's her mother.
Hey, Mama Bird.
Yeah, this one looks.
I'm back.
Yep.
My
Called
last
it.
visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Hi!
So, you understand story language?
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them.
Fair
Even
enough.
though it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10, anyway. As for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble. I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Maybe the merchants did something?
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her in a long time. Then, could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to talk to her. If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time.
What did she say?
She said she'll take us there.
Oh.
Thank you, Mom.
I heard a thing. Whatever. Where do we need to go? I guess it would be much faster if we go to this waypoint and then I take a Kukasaur the rest of the way. Like this one. Let's see how close we can get. Yeah, we're gonna out. It's fine. Yeah, at this rate we'll make it, no problem. Just down here. Yep, there it is.
This is a really remote location. Guess she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
I mean, yeah, it's right by Oak and Atlan. People don't really
We stay
go
here?
there anymore
Okay. Got it.
for a variety of reasons.
Timer. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Koya first. Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Got it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Any idea what they're saying?
Not a clue.
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack. No,
What's wrong?
it's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her. They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
I searched day and night, and finally found them.
When she says them, does she mean... Well, time to get involved.
Oh yeah! Topal's contraption is working like a charm. Got her in one.
Just
Hey, there's
wings.
another one. Wait, is that the one that got away last time?
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per catch.
Time to start fighting.
Joska? How'd you get here?
Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Well, that was over fast.
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing explodes right next to them...
Yeah, that'll be the end of them.
Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going, and it's getting worse.
Guess we need a more permanent solution. All right then.
That was too close. I thought I was gonna die.
That can still be arranged.
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am... No, it was...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was to Paul. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so it needs dealing with urgently.
To Paul? Huh. Sounds familiar. But where from?
So, where is he now?
Well, he tends to send his orders in writing. He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for Phlogiston Wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
Why does he want you to catch Kukasaurs?
I don't know, honest!
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
No need. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the trackballs is drawn directly from the Kukasaurs.
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, as you just witnessed. But the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary, then...
That's enough. So the Kukasaurs you took. Where are they now?
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
I guess this means we can't go after the ringleader yet.
T'Pol.
Yeah, because there was that hot air balloon really
sure
high
I
up in
heard
the
that
sky.
name. Maybe it was...
Jaska, Traveler.
Oh, Alba.
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion. What's going on?
Let me fill you in.
I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe then?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather clan, I'd definitely know him.
Shall I head back to the tribe and do some investigate?
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies, so he wanted to join our flying squad.
The Children of Echoes? That's rare.
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukusaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echoes.
So the title of Wingless can belong to anyone who attempts the trials.
He invented the phlogiston wings to get revenge on the Kukusaurs.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets over his past flying endeavors.
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukusaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe. It's time for this conflict to end.
Agreed.
Easy, Chaska. Remember what I said about keeping a low profile? The ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukusaurs is only speculation. Bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further. After all,
True enough.
many are mistrustful of the Kukusaurs after recent events.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukusaurs and slip some Mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
But Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child.
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence.
Meaning we have to catch T'Pol himself.
Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll escort them back to the tribe. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is going to be the key to resolving this conflict. Let's hope the Children of Echoes have some info on him. Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Of course, you won't be able to understand what they're saying. Oh, if you're worried, go ahead and follow her. Don't worry about me, Mom can take care of herself. Okay, so they end up translating it for us. children of... Wait. Oh, well, that helps. Just gonna automatically teleported us there.
So Alpha says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is... Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
Hello, Shilonen. Seems like you two both love climbing trees.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child.
Is he in the tribe right now?
Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking for him?
A long story.
Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah,
I guess so.
He started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. I never really kept up with him after that. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and
Okay, so
don't interact
Trothka's
with other
mount
people
was
much.
pretty hard to make, I guess.
Which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family. I'll, go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long.
Right of your incredibly messy workshop. Man, I haven't been here in a while. The Children of Echoes. Nope. Ow. Being to someone gives me safe passage. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Allow me to introduce to Paul's mother, Puma.
Hello, here.
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to.
Huh?
I disowned him long ago. He is no child of mine. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. Oh, we tried to talk sense into him, but he was obsessed. Then, when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers. He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, you can look for them in there. I am done talking about him. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
That's kind of sad.
Wow, they've really fallen out. Paimon sure wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol didn't even bother to show his face at the funeral.
Oh my.
If you ask me, that was probably the final straw for Puma.
Makes
I'll go
sense.
keep her company. If there's anything else you need, just come and find me.
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we've got now, right? What's in there?
Excuse me. The Cinder City, the Cinder City. The relic. What is that? My dream is the entire sky itself.
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings, and some theorizing about an airborne workshop. Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like that's where he got his technological inspiration from.
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that's such a big project for one person. Do we think he actually pulled it off?
Actually, look at that balloon sketch. Haven't we seen that somewhere before?
Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up.
I had a
balloon has been
feeling
there
that'd
for
be
a while.
important.
And everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if that's the wrong question? What if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view, and it only descended to its current height due to some kind of malfunction?
In other words, it
Out
could
of
be.
T'Pol's workshop?
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't find it.
Paimon totally called it! But how do we get up there? Jessica, can you even fly that high?
By myself? Possibly. But with a passenger, no chance. I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic T'Pol mentioned in his notebook.
So we have to find that first.
Probably holding on to it. We'll have to find another way.
Can you fly up that high, Paimon?
Nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also, would you really expect Paimon to go up there and take on T'Pol all by herself?
Oh, there we go.
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can. I'm not the only flying expert in my tribe, you know.
Oh,
Sure enough.
good point. We should go ask Elder Alpa.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too. Let's head back and see what they suggest.
Yeah, let's talk to Elder Alpa and the Chief. And see how we can get up there. guess they're here. Yep.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your investigation?
So,
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
if things are still escalating, even though we've rounded up the merchants, maybe there are other parties out there fanning the flames too?
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
A relic from the Cinder City? So Och Khan's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
Seems like
An
it.
airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now?
Any ideas how we can get up there?
Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
It's the only lead we got.
You know what? There might just be a way.
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena? To build up the pressure there?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind current.
And then we just ride it up into the sky!
Yes, it has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree that it's feasible.
And also the only
If you
plan we
want to give it a
have.
try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can explain how to block the spouts. Chaska, if anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
Okay. Man, people are really not happy. Alright, let's go. Let's go undo the work that we did earlier this episode, I guess.
Goodness me, that is a very bold idea.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the spouts?
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. But I'm guessing that's not what you want to hear.
Right.
Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it highly damage resistant. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So, what happens if we do strike them all at once?
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top of the spout and block it up.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Are we gonna use Chaska to do it? Yay! I didn't do that right. goodness sakes. Every now and again I have to do this. Absolutely fine. One of these days my PC will be used to it again. It's probably nice to set us back just a little bit though, but we'll be fine. Because yeah, I don't want to end the episode on an unfinished quest. That just wouldn't seem right to me. God. There we go. Now I'm getting a reaction. I'm gonna face cam full screen in case I have to sign it again. Which is looking like that's gonna be the case. Oh, no, never mind. We're good. We're good and we're fine. Okay, we're good. It put us right here.
Take me up.
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
Alright, that's one.
Open fire.
Alright, where's the last one? Over here. around here should be. There we go. See, that was easy.
Mama. Bird.
Ah, shoot. Well, because Chaska went down.
What's that? What'd you say?
I said Chaska went, one of the characters in the main Genshin just went down.
Oh.
So, we're good. Alright. Happened again. I have to figure out what's going on. There's the door. End of the game. Yeah, whatever.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand.
Okay, so let's head back up. check what my my settings are. Okay, everything is what it used to be. So.
Hi, Chris. Good, how are you? I see it blinks.
Take me up!
It actually worked! But wait, how are Paimon and the Travelers supposed to get up there?
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following us this whole time.
Wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just me. But right now, we need her power.
Whoa, you didn't even have to summon her!
Yes, up there. That's probably where Chime is. All right, let's go have a little talk with this T'Pol.
Okay, there's the unmute button. And I'm curious what artifact did they give all it was? Oh. They actually gave her a good build. I'm surprised. Alright.
Haven't ever flown that fast before. She feels so ready to throw up.
Paimon's just going through it. At least we made it in one piece.
Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned.
Can you tell what the issue is?
I should be able to figure it out with T'Pol's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY from fixing up my guns when they're having issues. That should just about do it. Now all it needs is a nice hard kick.
on your guns, but, huh? We're really moving!
Looks like that keg worked. Okay, there we go. I thought the
Here it is! The
video
workshop
froze
in
again.
the sky! Oh, you gotta see it to believe it. Makes you wonder why T'Pol even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech like this.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Those can't be mass-produced. Also,
That's fair.
I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like T'Pol who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself, right? Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass-produce them?
If he can come and go freely from this workshop, he's probably already built those prototypes for himself.
But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger dreams we don't know about. But what?
Well, anyway,
I guess
we'll find the
gonna
answers
find
in his
out.
workshop.
Yeah. Alright.
Cuckoo Seems like the merchants were right. T'Pol's using them for his own...
Yep. Okay. Let's start freeing Kukasaurs.
The others. Is it...
She's still breathing, but barely. By the looks of it, T'Pol was using these cages to extract phlogiston from the Kukasaurs. Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. We'll have to come back for these ones after dealing with T'Pol.
There's another notebook here.
Let me see. Looks like a record of his phlogiston research. Log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step.
You really are wearing a mask.
Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention. The phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon I will achieve my dreams. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new smaller model phlogiston wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during the refinement process. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. But after so many past failures, I have to prove that I will succeed this time.
I mean, if at first you don't succeed,
Log
try
number
again.
114 ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. It was a success. Log number 117. I started recruiting merchants and hunters to capture wild Kukasaurs. Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the efficiency of phlogiston yield.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Based on the context, it should be someone's name.
Yeah, Probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway through?
Yeah, the tone seemed to change a lot too.
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid. Grab the notebook and let's press on.
Sure. Something I want to check with Chaska, though. Okay. I just wanted to see what the damage scaled off of, because I don't fully remember from the special program.
Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
Of course I am.
Let's fly. Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
My chest. Alright.
What are they doing here?
It's T'Pol's henchmen. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out!
I survived that. Good, there we go. Okay, Chaska is incredibly strong.
Hey, look here! More T'Pol's notes!
Let's hope there's useful information inside.
Log number 403. Introduce me to some new comrades who fully support my ideas. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the skies. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put in place to even the playing field between the strong and the weak.
This is reminding me of what's-his-face from The Incredibles.
I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share.
No, sorry. Do you remember the main bad guy of the first Incredibles movie? The one who wanted to like give everyone superpowers?
Will be proud of me.
Imagine
I think he had like really big, spiky orange hair.
What a wonderful world that would be.
Oh,
if only
yeah,
it were
you're
possible.
talking about,
we could respond faster.
His name's like running the tip of my tongue.
Could be prevented.
Yeah.
But T'Pol, what about the Saurians you're draining
Mr.
dry
K
of
will call him
phlogiston?
something, boy.
You're not sharing the sky. You're stealing it.
I don't remember that, but I'm trying to remember his like actual name.
Get away with it.
Syndrome.
Ah, Syndrome. Thank you. I was asking because there's a character in the specific quest that's trying to do something very similar. And he's trying to like give all the people in his tribe the ability to fly. And that's like a special thing that only certain people can do. So it just kind of like kicked up that memory for me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's who I was thinking of. His plan is reminding me of Syndrome.
I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I don't think we'll find anything else here.
Okay, I just really quickly want to see like how they built. Okay. Huh. Oh, and then once she enters the nightfall state, her crit rate gets boosted to 85. Right. Okay, I think I see. 135 energy recharge. No animo damage bonus, interestingly. Okay. Where's the cooldown reduction coming from, though? Ooh. So you can regain phlogiston by, But if you... Okay, that's cool. Okay, but where's the countdown reduction coming from? I wonder. Let me check something. Okay, it's the animo resonance. I guess. Because I have more than one animo character in my team. Okay. Okay. I've used this specific team, well, minus Chaska, for so long I kind of forgot about what the animo resonance does. It increases movement speed and decreases skill cooldown by 5 seconds. Boop. Well, that one's been drained of its phlogiston as well. Don't even think about it. I kind of like that she whistles to call the pew pew and dismiss the pew pew. It's really cool. Oh, it's this thing again. Boop. Seems to be stuck on something. There we go. Where do I go? Over here. That is the answer to my question. I go over here.
I can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source.
Yeah, we can beat up T'Pol and then we can free the Kukasaurs. That's our plan here. There we go. I got worried for a moment.
The center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby.
search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime, we'll double back.
Alright.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What's up?
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Well, let's give it a read then.
Alright.
Oh, it's not gonna let us read it.
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot fall at the last hurdle. Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined phlogiston. It's certainly feasible, but... Anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again.
Who's the
Log number
mysterious person
443.
here?
We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. But birthday is coming up, so hopefully we'll have a birthday surprise for her.
Okay, that's a little more information.
Log number 444.
Make a wish.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Eh. There's more. Let's keep reading.
Log number 0. We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, lovers, and children. But we cannot stop now. We will keep their legacy alive and carry their dreams forward. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction from live Kukasaurs. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. Their true worth lies in their sacrifice for the sake of human progress. To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it.
Okay, so something happened.
All this we do to create a world where the skies
That kind of caused
are
T'Pol
for
to
all
snap.
of humanity to share. All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
What?
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kind of sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
But in that case, who have we been pursuing?
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. My best bet is to send this letter to the Flower Feather clan. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past, but he is still your father. Won't you come and visit him? Please. I know you never liked him and cared even less for me. All you ever yearned for is the sky. And your birth mother.
Oh,
But
so
we'll
Puma's
still
not
be
his
waiting
biological
for you
mother.
If you do come back.
Interesting.
As may be the last chance you'll get to see your father.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never called her mom, but I'm gonna assume she was just venting.
Yeah, that's true.
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, the writing in this notebook is old and faded. It looks like the real reason Paul didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself.
Then the benefactor who funded the workshop.
If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why Paul always yearned for the sky, and how he got his hands on a relic from the Cinder City, it all points to one answer.
That being?
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody. But his father wanted to settle down. To give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe.
No!
We fought about it constantly. Until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family. With another traveler who was also looking to return home. And I went back to the Flower Feather clan. Alone.
Oh, Elder Alba is
I had no
the
idea
person.
that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child still harbored dreams of the skies. Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise I felt when he showed up at my door, asking to join the flying trials.
No way!
Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then
well, that would explain the animo vision.
He was rejected by the Kukasaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
That explains the animo vision. Because her kid is dead.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to talk.
That explains why she has an animo vision.
Way to resolve things?
Oh, I should have seen this
I
coming.
trust you learned to Paul's wish on your way here.
I saw the vision immediately, and had a feeling that she lost someone close to her. The person close to her was her son.
No one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated.
Keep her name out of your mouth.
Tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings forever grounded and gathering dust?
Yes.
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
That too.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure.
No.
Sometimes this is the only way to accelerate the pace of progress.
Peaceful discussion, dang it.
Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering for the greater good, and the child would come to understand this in due course. The phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukasaurs offer us.
Well, no wonder you
Once the
became
people have
wingless.
embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. Even if they learn how the refined phlogiston is sourced. They will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukasaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the
this is
skies.
again.
But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found this place.
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. Chaska, traveler, you are the hope of humanity. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods, but know that my love for humanity and for Natlan is genuine. You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated everyone in the Flower Feather clan as my own children. As fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
Alpa,
Nope.
Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I.
Yeah, Chaska's kind of
How
always
many
served as
times
like the
has the
bridging
Abyss
point
invaded
between
Natlan now?
Saurians and
And yet,
humans.
despite how much stronger it is than us, Natlan still stands as a nation of humans and Saurians. Peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days, because social bonds are what hold a civilization together. Weren't you the one that taught me that?
Venti said something loosely similar at the end of the Mondstadt Archon quest, where he ends up stating that freedom of you demanded by a god isn't really freedom at all. Like, freedom is something that you need to take for yourself, for, like, under your own power. That's the whole point of being free. And what Chaska's saying here is precisely why I was against the phlogiston wings from the start. Because, like, going off of Alpa's bitter pill analogy, if you force people to adapt, then that adaptation isn't going to last very long. You would need to allow people, you need to give people the tools to innovate and let them innovate on their own, instead of just saying like, hey, here's a new thing, do it. Like, we saw in the tribe that there were still a lot of people that were still on the side of the Kukasaurs, and were still like, the Kukasaurs are infinitely better, they allow us to protect Natlan much more efficiently. We don't really know if these artificial wings will be able to do that for us, and as far as we've seen, they can't. They're just a mobility aid. As we've seen throughout not only this stream, but since the update landed, Kukasaurs can fly and attack stuff. So there's already that, like, Kukasaurs are already the most efficient thing that the tribe's gonna have. You won't really be able to go further beyond that without sacrificing part of what makes the Kukasaurs useful. And my dad and I were just talking about Syndrome earlier. If you make everyone in the tribe be able to fly, and... great, the stream froze. There. If you make everyone able to fly and completely remove the possibility of wingless, then... First of all, the trials won't be as special, and the gift of flight won't be as special. Syndrome from The Incredibles said it best: if everyone is super, then no one will be. If you put everyone on a fully even playing field, skill-wise, then those skills will no longer be unique. For anyone here who watches sports, if everyone is on the same skill level, then there won't be someone who's the best, because everyone's already at the optimal point. Everyone's already the best. There's no point higher than that. That's kind of like the moral of the story here. Like, there needs to be differences. And in the community, there needs to be a level of uniqueness. Otherwise, everything's gonna be, like, super, super boring. Anyways, I'm going to, stop ranting.
The bond we share with our Saurian companions.
Oh, come on.
Take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
Really?
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a
work. No, because I don't want to go through all this dialogue again.
You overreact. It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them. But the moment it serves them better, they'll abandon me in a heartbeat.
You're wrong, Alpha. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Jaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild cucosaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild cucosaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom, my sister, and me. And the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put any of them in one of your cages, you're gonna have to go through us.
Is that
Yeah, I'm
right?
gonna have to figure out like
you might
what's
be difficult to
causing
convince.
Genshin to freeze
Maybe
up like
this
this.
will change your mind.
Or are we gonna be forced to fight? I can't see anything! Okay, you know what, I'm gonna...
Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
I'm gonna close Genshin again, reopen it, and try and see if I can just speed run the dialogue to get back to where we were. Because, yeah, like, the screen itself freezing while the game continues is getting kind of annoying. Yes. Sorry we're having so many technical issues. As I kind of already stated, I pretty much just fixed my computer last week, so there's still stuff I'm trying to refigure out. Alright, so putting us back in the domain. Okay, yeah, it's putting us here.
Looks like we've reached the center of the work.
Still no sign of Koya's base?
Let's search this area for now.
Okay, so yeah, we have a lot to skip through.
Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Log number 428. We decided to this is the log number 436. Anyway, as long as our log number 440.
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was
We already saw this.
Log number. We lost many, but we can. As of today, they are to facilitate all this we do to make T'Pol's dream reality.
It's revealed that T'Pol's dead.
There's also a letter.
T'Pol, I don't. Your thought. I know you, but we'll still be.
We know that T'Pol's. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father. If we ask ourselves, it all points to one answer.
That's right.
This reveals that Alpha is T'Pol's
His
mom.
birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless wingless, but his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We thought about it constantly. He started. I had no idea or how proud I was. And then
you got a lot of nerve.
I trust you've learned T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all of humanity.
I think this
to
is.
share. If only his dream
I think
can
this
be
is around where
realized,
we left off.
no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess
right here.
will be greater than ever before.
Because I remember being stuck on this screen.
War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings forever grounded and gathering dust?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe?
Was the unnecessary measure. Koya gets angry.
Is a mother harming her children when the
Bitter pill
phlogiston wings
analogy.
are that bitter? Once the people have, they will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few cuckoos.
Sacrifice
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yeah, I'm
Hope
sure
of humanity.
You know me, Chaska, as fellow humans.
You wish.
Peace imposed by force
Okay.
will crumble in a matter of days.
Here's the screen where we
Because
left
social
off.
bonds are what hold a civilization together.
Weren't you the one who taught me that?
And yet you
And
would
then I
break
went on
the
that
bond
giant
we
rant
share
that
with
kinda
foreign
caused the game to
companions
freeze.
to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
How did someone like her ever become a writer?
Maybe Kukusaur instincts are not so different from ours, because clearly she had them fooled too.
You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. They never gave T'Pol a second glance when he was at his lowest, nor me when I returned injured from the Cinder City. It's
Yeah,
all
they did
about
that for your
survival of the
safety.
fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them. But the moment it serves them better, they'll abandon me in a heartbeat.
You're wrong, Alpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild cuckosaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
That's messed up. I could use an analogy for this, but I fear it would be too dark.
Because I know a few unruly wild cuckosaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom, my sister, and me. And the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put any of them in one of your cages, you're gonna have to go through us.
Is that right? I knew you might be difficult to convince. Maybe this will change your mind.
Oh, there's Chima.
Careful. Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extraction cages!
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them, our strongest warrior and our most powerful ally aren't there to stop it.
Take control? What are you planning to do?
This was the plan from the start.
Merely accelerate.
They
the
wanted us to come here.
downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not the move I wish to make, but I'm afraid you and your friends force my hand. And since you insist on opposing me too, I have no choice but to keep you here until the dust has settled.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never intended to negotiate. You just wanted to stall us.
Pretty much.
No, Chaska. I genuinely hoped I could win you over. You are the strongest warriors we have. Put down your weapons, and I promise you that no harm will come to this young Saurian. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. Then, I will give her back to you, and you'll be free to leave.
You really think the Pyro Archon is gonna let you get away with a coup?
As long as the majority supports our vision, even the Pyro Archon cannot meddle in our internal affairs.
Your vision is deranged, and the Flower Feather Clan will never support it.
You sure about that? Then wait here and see. Time will tell.
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota's in grave danger!
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages, now!
No.
She's still holding Chime hostage. Is there really no other way?
I might have to do something unmotherly. What are you going to do? I don't want to be a burden. Mood. What kind of warrior would that make me?
Koya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down. Drop your weapons, now! This instant! No! The relic!
Get it? Now? Up and at him.
Give up, Alpa. We're negotiating my way, lad.
You're scorched. Which will it be?
Something's up with this relic!
That was over fast. Uh-oh.
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic.
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. If we don't think of something fast, this whole workshop is gonna fall apart.
Elemental energy?
They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe.
Leave the workshop to me. You deal with the relic. If you don't solve this problem at the source, this whole place will come crashing down.
Okay, it's too powerful. This ain't a toy like last time. I don't think I can just throw it aside. But we need to get it far away before it explodes. Then the tribe will be safe, and so will this workshop.
Oh, is Koya gonna sacrifice herself?
Koya, remember when we were kids? Come on, let's take this thing high up into the sky. Don't worry, I know I can get rid of it before it explodes. We're talking some surface wounds at most. All I need is for you to catch me at the end, just like old times. I can't hold it back anymore. We have to go.
Come on, Chaska.
Don't be insane.
Too late.
Alpa, what are you?
What are you doing?
You're a fool, Chaska. Why would you choose such a risky solution? We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild Saurian.
I'm the fool. You really think you can stand a better chance than me?
Yep, she's lost it.
Sure, it may be asking too much for an ex-wingless to escape the blast radius in time. But I can fly it a safe distance away, even if it's the last thing I do.
Yep, you're insane. And that's coming from me. Cutscene time.
Here, they should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today.
Chaska, Chaska, Chaska. Was scary.
Koya, are you hurt? Let me take a look at you. What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back? Why did you try to shield me from the blast? Accident? Yeah, right. Seriously, you're as stubborn as ever. How are things looking here?
All taken care of.
I think that's putting it mildly. I owe you one. Again. honest. Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form bonds?
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. I'll find a way. You don't need to worry about it. I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me. Just this once.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to define what strength means. So it looks like it's my turn to yield.
Koya! Koya!
Right, hoping something didn't happen.
So,
There we
I'm
go.
absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion.
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. But the blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was
Okay, so
old
she
England's
fainted.
trauma, compounded by overexertion in recent days. The moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress finally caught up with her. And no wonder. Honestly, she's just like you. Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Nightwind, just to scold me for not doing enough to keep an eye on you. If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and chew us both out in person.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her. I promise.
You'd better. No more avoiding us, okay? And don't get me started on all the checkups you've missed.
Got it. Got it. Huh? Koya? You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't figured out how to start the conversation with you. She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to open up and have an honest conversation. For all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she of all people would know how to reconcile with her family after a falling out. She must have been a handful growing up. Thank you for being there for her. And of course, thank you for keeping her safe when you were up there in the sky.
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
What were we talking about just now?
I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with Chaska ever again.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and Chaska's efforts that the airborne workshop didn't come crashing down on our heads.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone, did they?
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koya and Junan. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt didn't really get off the ground. And as it turns out, not all of the wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston-powered gizmos. I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. We could have saved so many Kukasaurs from getting hurt. Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact. And we purposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Oh, the cages.
They like being locked up in a sky prison.
How the tables have turned.
So, it looks like there's just one less conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're up.
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? And now they have. But I still have no idea what to say. Koya, I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down back then.
Now I've come to understand why he chose to stay. Really. Yay, Koya doesn't hate humankind.
Huh? Does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
There's that family likeness coming through again.
Come on. Hush.
But that day, when we ran into each other,
Thank you for the redeem.
huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Hey, hello.
Oh, it's Chima and Chifu. They're here too.
Yay. I guess it was when it was my turn to embrace a new family of my own. Huh. Yay. I guess Chaska's story quest is now done. Cornerstone, Stars, and Flames. I still don't know what those do. How many of those do we have, by the way? Pilgrim's Chronicle. Alright, what? Oh. Interesting, so my guess was okay, see, I have no idea what the connection with these is. Because this represents Mavwika, so... No idea. Sorry I muted up, I needed to solve a thing real quick. Okay, but yeah, any theories as to what these two spots could be? Because we know that these areas here are stuff involving our Saurian companion, so these two spots are a bit of a mystery.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Oh, wait. Where's the... Here it is. Alright, let's turn this in and end the episode. Yeah. But yeah, we're almost at level 4. So yeah, there's just these two quests, and then it's just doing these over and over again. Simple. Alright. Alright. I think that will just about do it. Maybe. Before I start closing stuff down, I'm going to quickly see if I can raid anybody. Just really quickly. Of course I had to do the fit check. Hold on really quickly. Always. But yeah, no raids for today. But yeah, just wearing the same stuff I always wear. Just Morse t-shirt, gray crop top, and hiking pants. Anyways. Yeah, no raids this time, right? Yeah, not tonight. So, if you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before it transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you haven't done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1 month's subscription to a streamer of their choosing. So if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. And as always, long live the rebellion.